What is up with the color on this? What is happening, guys? I'm gonna wait for some people to come on. I think, yeah, I'm on time. We're actually early, so maybe that's why nobody's on yet. I am known to be fashionably late. Give you guys some view. Come on. Some beautiful Utah red rocks. Let's see. How's it going, guys? Let's see. Welcome, welcome. Man, I'm guessing everybody expected me to be late today. Where are you watching? Where is your current location? And if you wheel, what is your rig? Let me know in the comments. Because I don't know my YouTube audience super well because we're kind of new to YouTube. West Virginia. I was in Grundy for UTV takeover last year. It's pretty country. And then, let's see. Where is it? Ivy Branch. Do you ever go to Ivy Branch? 1500 Ram. St. George. You're in St. George? Me too. Parkersburg. I have no idea where that is. I have been to Ivy Branch and I have been to Grundy. Mesa, Arizona. There is I have a bunch of friends at the ORW there. Redding, California. What's up, John? Welcome. Thanks for saying hi, guys. And if you're just getting on, I'm having everybody, they feel comfortable to drop where they're currently watching from. And if they wheel, what do you wheel? I want to know. Because I have Betty, the newest rig, and then Jessie, my Jeep. 55 CJ5. That's a sweet ride. I bet that's beautiful. I do love me a good CJ. I love CJs. CJs are awesome. Jeepsters. That's the goal someday. I love old Willys, like the Willys trucks too. I love all the old things. They're fun. You would not guess it because obviously I wheel the new thing, but yeah, when I have a big enough shop, I'll have one of all, hopefully someday. Got for comments. Okay, so I'm just gonna get to it. So hold on, let's see if I can turn this off. I am Senate Ruby. I know I have a lot of new followers. I'm new to Instagram. If you are not Instagram, YouTube. A lot of you came over from the Fab Rats and Mats Off-Road Recovery. Awesome people, love them, love wheeling with them and hanging out. And obviously I have my Instagram fam. So I am in St. George, Utah. That's where I'm based out of now. I lived on the road full time for a year. I recently put down roots here and I just love it. It's beautiful. My big announcement tonight. So this has been in the works for a bit. I'm no longer going to be running these. We are going on the red crawlers from BFG. As you can see, and if you've been following me for a bit on Instagram, I've been wearing a lot of BFG stuff. I love my tires that I used last 2 years. They've been great. I'm excited to go to a sticky and see what the difference is. I have a bunch of friends that are running them, and they seem to work very well. And I'm really excited to be a part of the BFG family because they just do so much for the community. If you were at KOH, the BFG garage was there. Trail Hero, they were there. They did EJS last year. They're going to be there again this year. If you do any of the bigger races, they're there. And the service they provide is free. So if you know, for instance, my buddy John Tillman at EJS last year grenaded his rear end. Like one of the first days of EJS, and he drove all the way from the Midwest, and he got the parts and they put it back together. And parts are expensive, but labor is killer, and they do that for free for the community. So I'm super excited to support a brand that supports our community, because if you know anything about me, if you've met me, the people are why I do this. Like, I love wheeling, but I continue to do this because I love connecting with people. And that's how I started on Instagram. It was, you know, I've always had Jeeps. I wanted to make friends. I just moved, and now I get to make friends all over the country. So super excited to announce that I am going over to Team BFG. I'm waiting on a few more tires. Hopefully I can get those matted up like early next week, and then we're gonna go wheeling next week. So stay tuned for that. Let's see, what do we have for comments? Fort Worth, I would love to go jeeping with you. You were absolutely gorgeous lady. Oh, thank you. Missoula, Montana, beautiful country. So that's the news. And as promised, and I've had a lot of requests, and feel free if you have any questions or anything while I'm on, drop it in the comments and I'll answer. So my Jeep that I predominantly ride, because this is my new Yoda, this is Betty. She's an 82 propane powered Yoda pickup. And so my Jeep Jessie is a 2020 diesel JLU on tons, currently on 40s. I'm going to the 40 of the crawlers, which is a little, it's like 39 and change, I believe. But it's, you know, a 40 is a 40. So, yeah, I'm on tons and 40s. And let me turn this around so y'all can see. Vision wheels, currently have a long arm kit. I've been running this. Great road mannerism, because I used to daily my other diesel. And this is a factory diesel. It's the 3rd gen eco diesel, which is what they put in the 1500s. And I know there was lots of problems with the earlier versions, but I can assure you, I've had 2 of these and I use them, and I love this platform. I love this motor in the Jeep. It's a little nose heavy, but the low end torque, like, you can't beat it. Like, I had an opportunity to get into a 392 for like nothing, and I chose this again. So yeah, TerraFlex long arm kit. I'm gonna be doing different arms, probably aluminum arms, some point this year, because I've smoked bushings twice now. So it's just not the application that I'm using it at. But if you daily and you wheel, I recommend this kit 100%. My axles are from Fusion. Let me show you. I'll get up here and show you guys the front. Let me see if I can do this without killing myself. Ooh. Just give you a little view. And this is literally like right around the corner from my house. So this is my front beef. And yes, my tubes are that big. I have 4-inch tubes front and rear. This is a Kingpin 60 front, 1550 shafts, and 40 spline front and rear. These were made for me by Fusion. There's a bunch of these sets out now, but I had the first one. And in the rear, I have a fully shaved recast. It was originally a 14 bolt. So fully shaved recast, same tubes, same spline. So 40 spline, 1550 shafts, and suspension wise, I'm still not sure about that. Siri's talking to me. I'm running the E-Shocks from SDI. I love them. Let me see if I can turn them around. If you don't know anything about them, they made in America, made in California, hey New Zealand and central Utah. Made in America. They have a kit now. There's a module in there's a shift on my shifter. I have a little knob that I can adjust, so I can go from driving it like I stole it on the road to softening it up when I'm on the trail. And I have like preset settings, and then you can fine tune it as well. And the cool thing is it's intuitive. So like when you're coming down a waterfall, like I'm super nose heavy because this motor, it's like 400 pounds heavier. So, you know, anytime you have all of that forward weight coming down, your rear end likes to unload, so it'll stiffen that up so it doesn't do that, which is really cool. And just the ride quality, because like I blew through 2 sets of shocks in a very short time, and to not do that, I couldn't go fast at all, like in the whoops or anything. And I'm not even saying like driving like I'm a 4400 car. Like the nose is heavy, so I was blowing out the front. So I've been running these for a year now, and I use them hard, and they've been amazing. So highly recommend it. They have a new kit now, chat. You can take any shock that you have, and there's they have a live valve and a external, and you can take your shocks if you don't want to switch your shocks or spend the money on a full kit, and turn your shocks into E-Shocks, which is super cool. So Suspension Direct Inc. or SDI. SDI Racing is their Instagram handle. So tell them I sent you. It's probably, like, my tons are definitely my favorite mod, but that has made a world of difference because I don't have to choose between being built like I'm a rock crawler and being able to drive on the road, because I drive this thing as much as possible. I'm not gonna be driving it as much because we're going to Stickies, but I've driven cross country in it, like, not a problem. So if anybody has any questions, drop it in the comments, because I don't want to just keep rambling. I've gotten a bunch of requests as far as like my rig walk around, so that's what we're doing right now. I have lights from Rigid. I've got a bunch of rock lights on. They're fog lights, they're chase bar. I'm waiting for the bracket that we're making for the front, and I'm gonna be running the 360s across the top, so I'm super stoked for that. And what else? I think that's it. Yeah, 2020 diesel gel. I've had my second one. I've been wheeling one of these since 2020. I had one of the first ones they made, and that was what we started with, which was Ruby the Rubicon. And now this is Jessie the Sport diesel. Because by the time we were done with it, like, everything was not Rubicon, so there was no point in getting another one. So Rubicon T-case, shafts are from Adams. They take really good care of me, and I have a discount code for them. It's in my bio, and I also have a code for Rigid for 30% off if you need lights. It is Send It Ruby. So if you have any questions or want the hookup with that, send me a message. I'll gladly help you. Let's see, any other questions? Hey, Joel Hunter, how's it going? What's up, Central or South Carolina? Awesome. And next, Betty. So this is my newest rig. This is Betty, aka Beat It Betty. We crawl it. She's a crawl it Betty. I mean, I'm Send It Ruby because that's how I drove in the beginning, but yeah, big joke is I'm Crawl It Ruby, and it's probably gonna be Crawl It Betty too, because we're not running anything super big here, but we have, it's an 82 Yoda. We have twin sticks, propane powered. This was not built by me. A gentleman in, I believe, California built it, and we are bringing her back to life. It has got propane BFG.com kit. Yoda Masters built this. There's a bunch of trail ready or trail gear. We're going to be putting Vision wheels on it. New tires, obviously. And currently we're linked in the rear. Probably not going to link the front right now. Toyota axles. It has the shooters, which is awesome. And we're leaf sprung in the front. Gonna put some different shocks on. Obviously gonna put a bumper on because we have like no tie down winch points, no winch or anything. But yeah, she's made for crawling. Super fun. Gonna paint her, sticker her up again. And, you know, obviously put rigid lights on her. And yeah, we're going to do some things. We're not going to change her too much because I think she's pretty perfect the way she is. And she works really well. So brought her to Calico last week because I picked her up in California, which she's been in a bunch of magazines. And it's funny, every magazine she was in that they were wheeling, they shot it at Calico. So I've loved this thing since I saw it. And I'm super stoked to have it in my garage and to do Yoda things and Yoda events. And we're still building the Bronco, just working on figuring out what that's going to be exactly and lining up partners for that. So we'll have the best of everything. We'll have a Yoda, we'll have a Jeep, we'll have a Bronco, and I'm sure there'll be some other things along the way, but that's my garage. That is wheeling at this moment. Let me turn this around so you can see. Betty and Ruby, or Jessie. 2020 diesel JL 82 propane powered Yoda pickup. I'm gonna see if there's any other questions, and I'm gonna call it a day if that's. Rockland County, New York. Amazing toys. Thank you. Isn't Betty so sweet? Will I have a discount for BFG? Probably not. I don't know anybody that actually has a discount code for BFG. But even at retail, like, it's an investment, but it's a good investment, and it's an investment that goes back to the community. And that, my friend, is a good place to put your dollars. And I mean, my tires were made here and they're getting shipped from California to Utah, and they try to keep everything here, which I am all for that. So, but the biggest thing is, you know, they support the community. They support women in the business, women doing what I'm trying to do. Holly has been riding for them, I want to say, I mean, not quite a year, but for a bit. And she's doing amazing things with them. They have their new On Trails app that they have opened up to the public for free for the year. So I'm going to link that in the notes, comments, description. I'm new to YouTube, so bear with me, but the On Trails app is available on Android and iPhone, and it's free, and you don't need cell reception to use it. You just need it to download it. And then when you get back to service, you can upload it and you can take pictures, and I'll do a demo at some point soon. And there's education in there. Like, I know a lot of people are new to wheeling, and I get a lot of questions, and there's like badges and challenges that you can do, and you're learning at the same time, whether it be how to safely, you know, recover your vehicle, winch points, just trail etiquette, like all of these cool things that like people don't know and people don't know to ask, and people are afraid to ask, and there's all of that in there, and they're adding so many other things. So yeah, that app is free to the public for the year. BFG has given that. So when you buy your tires from BFG, they do things like that. And they have the BFG garage, which they're going to be at EJS again this year in Moab. I will be there as well. So if you're coming, let's send it. I'm excited. So my big announcement, if you are late to the party, Team BFG, I'll be going to a sticky. I've been wheeling a DOT tire for almost 2 years now, so I'm excited to see the difference with that, and I'll be on the red crawlers. So that's my news. These are my ladies. Send it, Ruby. Thanks for watching and supporting. Every hour you watch, every minute, it helps me, because this is what I do full time. So I appreciate the support so much. I hope to meet you guys soon. I'm gonna be putting up the dates of where we'll be wheeling. I'll be at big events, and then I'll be doing 5 private events throughout the country that will be open to the public, so you can come and wheel. So I'm gonna see if we have any more questions or comments. Are you paid by sponsors? A lot of money for all this. Yes, it is a lot of money. I have relationships, whether it be sponsors, brand partners. I make money on Instagram as far as like when you watch reels, I get paid. Do appearances, that sort of thing. YouTube is not paying money yet. I need to get my hours up. So keep watching everything I put out because it gets me closer, and then I'll be making money from that, which is great. But I built my other Jeep, my other diesel, which basically was this, but a Rubicon. I did that on my own dime. So, and I used to be a disaster restoration contractor. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm doing the influencer / wheeling full-time thing. I have aspirations of racing. I wanted to do that this year, but last year my other diesel caught on fire. My truck caught on fire. Like everything happened. It was bad. So the purse couldn't handle that this year, but it's gonna happen. So I'm doing that. I'm gonna be building vehicles out of our shop in St. George. You will meet my partner in crime, the man who knows way more about vehicles than I ever will. His name is Joe. He'll be on here at some point. He's not a fan of the camera, so but I try to do as much of my own wrenching as possible, and anything that I don't know how to do, he teaches me at this point. I have other people that have taught me plenty, like my buddy Tail Gunner James, Ben from 406 Garage, awesome help. But you'll see more of Joe this year. We're gonna go and do the Rubicon with the Fab Rats later this year. I'll be hitting Sand Hollow regularly. I've just got a bunch of things to put on the Jeep, and then we're waiting on tires, and then we'll be out, and I'll be home until we head out. I'll go to EJS in April, and then I originally was gonna go on tour in June, but I think we're gonna push that back and do like end of June, July, and go to the East Coast. So no more rocks stuck in dually. No, I was off-road with the dually because we camp in the desert. I got a lot of questions why I didn't air down my tire. So I have a dually long bed, and then I had the truck camper on it, and I had loaded trailer with vehicles. It was the side of the road at night, and when you take air out of a tire and you have all that pressure on it, it just squishes it. So I would have had to take the wheel off anyway. So the winch worked really well. So, you know, I know everybody has their way of doing things. To me, that was my way, and it worked great, and I thought I would share it because I didn't see that on the internet. So, and yes, I'm aware my tires on the dually are getting to the point where they need to be replaced. The dust made it look way worse than it is. So I got a lot of caring individuals telling me to replace my tires. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the dually. I may be ordering another dually. So I'm not gonna keep putting tires on stuff if I'm not gonna keep it, because I've done that a lot the past 2 years. So everybody that cares and input, I appreciate that. I do. But yeah, the rock in the dually was a pain in the butt, but I was excited to discover a new way to pull it out, and my winch worked. So yeah. Anything else, people? Let's see. Glad to see my Yoda. Hey, Frank. So everybody, the man, the reason that this beautiful lady exists, and yes, she is a lady now, Frank. I'm sorry if she was not a lady previously, but her name is Betty now. So Frank built Betty, and I posted pictures of some of the articles, and he's the reason she exists. And he built an amazing machine, and I'm excited to breathe some more life into her and use her how she should be used. And I'm happy to give her a home in Sand Hollow. So Frank, I can't wait to wheel with you, sir. Super excited for you. All right, all good. You need Paul to get together. I know. I'm gonna see Paul and Michelle and Randy, Randall, all of them. They're coming down. Not next week, but the week after. I don't know if we're gonna wheel, but we're gonna hang out, and I'm gonna go up there and wheel once it gets a bit warmer. But yes, I'm excited to get their Yoda and my Yoda together. Although I love his Yoda. I love this Yoda. They're different and special in their own ways, but his Yoda is like, she's money. I love it. And I just love them. They're amazing people. So super thankful to call them my friends. They'll be down here in a couple weeks, and then I'll go up there and we're gonna shoot some things, and then we're gonna go wheeling up there. And then the talk is to do like Fordyce and maybe the Rubicon. So this summer with them. So we'll get together again soon. So I'm gonna get off. I want to thank everybody that has been watching, tuned in. Take care of her. I love her, Frank. I'm super stoked to have her. So we will love her and maintain her regularly. So this is the fleet. This is me signing off. Very excited for this next step with BFG. I'm excited to breathe life into her, finish up Jessie, and to get on the trail and have some content for y'all. So sun is going down. I need to go home, but that is all. Hope you all have a great night. I'll see y'all later.